Hey Martin, if you're still there, man. How you doing? As I said before, this is not going to be a long stream. It's going to be really, really quick, short stream. So you may be my only viewer, but that's fine. That's all good. I'm glad you're doing well. Just out of interest, if you want to see, I'll show you the VEA plates. As it's just me and you right now, here they are. They look pretty great. Really, really happy with them. We just need to sort out this area down here, just with a stabilizer, and we'll go from there. Hey Gio, yeah, it is a surprise stream. It's only a really, really quick one. I just wanted to bash out the macropad that someone won on stream yesterday, which is just here in parts. So I'm going to just quickly put this together really quickly with these switches. It's literally going to be 15-20 minute stream, that's about it. So we're just going to go really quickly, blast through it, and call it a day. Hey James, good to see you, dude. Bit shifter as well. Wonga has gone into administration. Nice way to open it up. Yeah, so the stabilizer cut out on the VEA plate. It's just offset to the left. It needs to move into the right, Martin. So we'll have a look at that tomorrow. I'll message you tomorrow and we'll get it sorted out and we'll get one sorted out. But yes, you're right, fuck Wonga, absolutely. That's definitely something that we should be doing, fucking them over. So I'm just going to put the switches in here really, really quickly. This is, as I say, a really old macropad that I had. It was my first one, numpad stroke macropad, and Soran won it on stream yesterday. So we're just going to pop it together. Once it's together, we'll solder it really quickly, and then it's just going to be a really quick 20-minute stream. Oh, I'm glad, Gio. Yeah, nice way to finish off the day at work for you. Quick stream watching me with my lost voice that's slowly coming back to me. A couple of beers with BitShifter and Toby helped earlier on today. As you can see, I'm just popping these switches in, nice and simple. 62 gram silent Zealios, which is what Soran chose on stream yesterday. So a really simple little build is this. It's a good first starter build as well. It throttled you on 2 lines of text. What throttled you, sorry? Is the bot still playing up? Because if the bot's still playing up, I'll just turn it off if it's Nightbot. Nice, simple, easy build. I think what we'll do is once these switches are in before we solder it, we'll quickly lube the stabilizers as well. The switch has got a little bent pin. All sorted. Yeah, if it's Nightbot that's throttling your Geo, let me know and I'll turn Nightbot off because I need to work it out. We've got a hole here that doesn't seem to want to go in. There we go. A little bit of pressure, a bit of elbow grease, never hurt anyone. I'll change that switch out. That switch has got a really badly bent pin. I'll change that one out, put another one in. Got plenty of spares. As I say, we're just going to quickly solder this together. That's perfect. How your message is not sent because you're sending messages too quickly. How bizarre. How bizarre. I think that's a Twitch thing, not my stream thing. I don't know. A little hole that needs de-soldering there, so we'll do that switch last. I'd say this was a macropad I took apart maybe 2 years ago, something like that, just after I first got into the hobby, and it never got rebuilt, but it was my first entry into the mechanical world, as you might say. This is a good little board. I'll turn that bit off later on. Gio, you should be fine. This is the live one. Hey Kyle, yeah, we're just doing it live. Just putting this little macro pad together. Just for Soran. They won on stream yesterday. That's all those done. What we'll do, I'll just grab another switch. We're just going to replace that switch. Just realised the mic's miles away, so I'll bring it a little bit closer. Are you trying to comment one of the videos? Hey, we've got Mr. Yeet in here himself as well. Hey man, I'm just going to really quickly loop these stabilizers very haphazardly. These are actually plate mount stabilizers, which I don't recommend whatsoever to anyone. Unfortunately, I don't have any decent plate mount stabilizers, so I'm just going to do the best I can with these. Try and make them a little bit nicer to use. I'm just lubing the sides of the slider rails, but being plate mount, they're really awkward to do. Late for a school night, yeah, it's just a quick 30-minute stream. Just going to try and hold these stabilizers out. There we go, that works better. I'm just using flush cutters here to lift the stabilizer out of the housing, just so I can get into the sides and add a little bit of lube. Fortunately, my flush cutters are slightly larger than the MX cross top. This side quickly, and so these stabs are never going to stop rattle, so they're always going to be a little bit rattly, but there we go, we've lubed them, there should be a little bit less. Yeah, very little rattle now. Dead easy. I'm up too late, old man. Yeah, probably I'm up a little bit too late, but I've been in London today with work, so it's going to take me a while before I'm going to be ready to go to sleep, so I figured why the hell not just do a quick little build stream. Dead easy, yes, dead easy. What's going on in chat? In which way would you recommend a standoff? Remove a standoff in a plastic G6 case? I would probably just use a little Dremel cutting tool and just go flush along the surface. So if you imagine that this is the Dremel, the blade spins like so, I'd just tip it up and then move it laterally across to take off the little standoff on a plastic case. That's how I'd do it. The ones in your VA68M are absolutely wonderful. Yeah, some people like plate mount stabs. I really dislike them. Yeah, you could sand it down afterwards just to smooth it off. Depends on if you're bothered about the looks or not. It should be fine either way. Okay, so I'm just going to grab my trusty soldering iron. My little bits and pieces and a bit of solder as well. So we've got one just here that's probably going to need to be pushed in. Oh, hang on, wait, I didn't clip the switch. Oops. So the Zealio is on the bottom. If you can see here, they've got little pins just to make them PCB mount. Fortunately, they don't fit in the holes on the PCB for this little macro pad, so they have to be clipped off. That's a dead quick, simple job. And what we're going to have to do here is, just because one of these holes, I don't know if you can see that there, isn't fully desoldered, I'm just going to line up the switch, heat up the pin and then push it in whilst it's heated up. And then we should be golden. Hey Albrew, good to see you, man. Yeah, it's really dead easy to do, Albrew. Martin, you'll be absolutely fine with it. Okay, so there we go, that's that switch seated. So all I did was just heat up the pad that was covered in solder, push the switch in while it was wet, and then there we go. So I'm just going to really quickly solder this together. So Albert, it's only a really short stream tonight, man. I'm literally just soldering this little macro pad together, call it a night there. It's just a little stream, I thought I might as well share what I'm doing. So I'm just going to start soldering this now. I do apologise as well, because I've lost a lot of control in my left arm at the minute, so if I'm a little bit slow in my soldering, I do apologise. That's one pin done. Yeah, I got this macro pad as a gift a long time ago. It was the first entry into mechanical keyboards. Was it a gift or was it a gift voucher? I think it might have been a gift voucher actually. But as I say, what we're going to do is just quickly solder this all together. And Albert, we need to speak about that 75% PCB as well, man. We need to definitely take a look at that. And James, we need to sort out your build stream when you come over and visit, and we put together your UK78, your high-res switches, all of that kind of stuff, man. We need to sort that out as well. Okay, there we go. You want to make a custom PCB for that one, but then saw the price on mass drop. Not going to happen. Yeah, it happens, man. It happens. I mean, if you really fancy it, you could do a custom PCB for the what do we call it, the VEA. I'd definitely be down for that. Might be a bit of a big job though, and I suspect there's not much market for them either. The stab cutout should fit with your PCB, I think, Albrew. But Martin, who we're talking to here, he did the PCB, sorry, the plate for that copper plate that you saw. He designed that, I think. Okay, you have your stabs for EBPT screwing. Yankow needs to do blank PCBs right now. Don't know what else after that. Cool. Well, if you get that sorted, dude, we'll sort out you coming round, spending a night here. We'll do a live stream build. We'll get it all sorted out, tuned in for you. You can have a look at the rest of the keyboard collection, and then we'll go out on the Datsun for breakfast the next morning. Have a bit of a man's weekend. Moist. Nice, man. Nice. Okay, so we're just on the second row now. I'll try and build a bit of speed here, guys. And I'm having to be quiet because my wife's in bed. She's hard and fast asleep. She's got work as well tomorrow. And yeah, I don't know if anyone knows Soran. You could ping him. Sorry, not her. See, I know there's a girl at work I work with called Soran that's female. I keep getting confused between the two. And we've got Toby in the chat. The mod's here finally. Hey man, how you doing, dude? Thanks for the beer earlier. I really enjoyed that. It should do. The case takes a standard 75% PCB Albra, so if it works, then you know, cool. I'm happy to pay for it and everything else. So just let me know, man. Just let me know. Toby himself's just started streaming as well. He's been streaming a lot of Counter-Strike Go and other video games, if that's your bag. If it is, I highly suggest you follow him. Yeah, Tez, yeah, it is a macropad. I gave this away on stream the other day as a kit, and the person that wanted it, sorry, the person that won it just wanted it building as well, so it was my first ever macropad, so yeah, I'm just soldering it together for them. It's only a really short stream tonight, really quick stream, just to put this all together. Lost where I was soldering now. Here we go. What switches? These are 62 gram Zealio Xylent switches, just completely stock. There isn't a giveaway at 100 followers. I do giveaways all the time. Whenever I've got something that's superfluous or isn't needed for my stuff, there'll be giveaways all the time. So Toby, you need to change the Nightbot there. You got mugged off by the girls in the pub. Oh man, yeah, that sucks, dude. I got in just fine there. Yeah. My wife had already put my dinner in the oven. She made me a nice roast chicken dinner with homemade wedges, and it was just sat there ready and waiting for me. Just needed to warm it up a little bit, so I was all good. Yeah, it's really quiet because everyone's in bed, Tez, so I'm trying to be quiet. I didn't expect it to be to have more than about 3 viewers, so let me move the mic a little bit closer. I'll get a little bit more intimate, Mr. Teslatron. How's that, dude? So yeah, I don't want to wake the wife up. Bless her, she needs a beauty sleep. She's got to be up for work in the morning as well, and it's 11:30 at night here, so yeah, she's there. ASMR with J. I'm not sure I could do one of those sex line things. Keyboard soldering sounds. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. Keyboard soldering sounds. Tss, tss. Yeah, we could sort that out. But yeah, just putting this together. Need to talk to you about Lumina as well, Mr. Teslatron. We need to sort that out as well, and just my usual chase for those wrist rests as well, man. I'll hit you up tomorrow or something like that. We'll see where they've got to. Bonza. Mr. Bitshifter himself. I hope you got home safely, dude. I hope you're not too drunk. I hope you're going to be feeling just fine in the morning. Okay. Not too much more to do now. As I say, this is a really nice little macropad. It's quite weighty. It comes with an aluminium case. It's just a lovely little thing, but it's just not something I need or use anymore. James is out of beer. Get H to go, get your missus to go to the shop and get you some more. That would be a good start, dude. Okay. I'm just making a little bit of progress here, taking it nice and slow. As I say, I have got a bit of a problem with my left elbow at the minute, which is causing me some difficulties with control over the solder wire. So I do apologise for the speed of my soldering at the moment. Toby got ditched in the pub with psycho women. Nice. That's always a good way to start the evening. Oh, my little pet dog is just outside my home office door. I can hear her sniffing at the door. Probably wants to know what's going on. She can probably smell the solder. She seems to think that the solder means food. I don't know why. Okay, almost there now, guys. So Toby was interested in the Mad Ladies, was he? I'm sure they had a great time, Toby, with you. You are, after all, a golden lad. Must have Kent. For some reason he thought you were in the Netherlands. What? What's going on? What's going on? No, James, we were all in London just a few hours ago, sat in some little backwater pub that was really rough. The chairs and tables were falling apart, but it was really nice. It was really nice. It was good to have a catch up with a couple of the guys as well. Always good to do that. Yeah, we've got Martin and Pusher from the Netherlands, who are Dutch. I called Pusher Danish the other day just by mistake when I wasn't thinking. Martin, he didn't like that. He didn't like that at all. Okay, so we've got just one row left to solder on here, just 3 more switches, and we'll pop the case back together, and then we'll call it a night, I think. So not much longer to go now. That's one done. Almost 2. It's a little bit more solid to this one. Last switch, I think. I'll double check in a second, but I think that's the last one. Okay, so just double checking that all the switches look soldered correctly, making sure there's no gaps around any of the solder points. probably a touch more needed just on this one. There we go. There we go, looking pretty good. Just a little bit more here. Just a touch more here. I always try and put, if I'm going to put a wrong amount of solder on, I always try and put too little on than too much. But that's just me. That's just me. There we go. Okay, so that's the soldering done. We'll pop it back in the case and we'll see what happens. So it's just 4 mount points on this. It does have the lovely option of having either USB micro or mini, which is quite nice. But as I say, alu case, really nice little macro pad. Quite weighty as well, it's quite hefty. Sorry for the noise, just getting my little screwdrivers. I don't know if you could hear that, there was a horse in the garden, just neighing there in the background. I do apologise, the horses are usually quiet at this time of night. Same construction as a Vortiscon. Hey Soran, this is your little macro pad, man. We're putting this together. I don't know if someone pinged you, but I'm just finishing popping this together now. Just lube the stabilisers, pop the switches in, all put together, and then what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to chuck you some of the non-Zealio stems in as well, so I'll send you some of the normal stems just in case you want to change these out at any point. But these have been really, really lightly lubed as well. If I've got a spare little vial of lube, I'll send you some of that as well, and then you can tweak and change it if you want to. But yeah, there we go. There we go, all nicely soldered together. As I say, some different stems as well, so you can pick between Zealio and non-Zealio, and a bit of lube in there as well, but I'll send you some more, just a little bit of key sound for you. All sounds really, really good. So yeah, there we go, all nicely built up. Soran, I'll get that in the post here in the next day or two. It'll probably be Saturday morning when I post it out, but I've got your address. Hopefully it'll be there within a week or so. But yeah, nice little macro pack for you. I hope you really enjoy it, and I do really genuinely thank all of you for watching the stream tonight as well. I know it was only a really, really short stream, 22 minutes, but hey, it was well worth it just to do this. Jake, can you show the plate and PCB together? What for, Martin? If you tell me what for, I can show you. Yeah, James, night night, man. Yeah, I'm going to be wrapping up in a second. Just see what Martin wants me to show. Plate and PCB for what, dude? Oh, for the VEA. The board's still not desoldered, so it's still together. But yeah, I can show it on stream. Hold on. So where we've got the issue, Martin, if you can see, is just down here. So this is here where the stab is. Let me show you the plate. So I hope you can see this. I hope it's clear. I'll take some pictures and send them to you as well. But I hope you can see that where the plate's going to sit for that row just there. So imagine this is going to move down a section. This bit's all fine. But we need a switch here. And there's no stabilizer support just there on the PCB for the switch and stabilizer to be there. It needs moving this way by, I think it's half a unit or something like that. But as you can see, the support here for the stab needs to be really quite close. It's only a mil or so away from the edge. I hope that makes sense. I'll take some pictures and take this out of the packaging later on when I've got some cleaner hands and not got solder all over me. Yeah, hopefully that'll help you to fix that for me. But with that said, I think I'm going to close down the stream. Soran, thank you for joining again, and congratulations, man, on winning this little macro pad. I'll ship it out to you with stems and a bit of lube in the next couple of days, as I say. Yeah, I think I did, Martin. I think it's my fault. I completely think it's my fault. I think that if you got the Korean group buy one, you can use ISO, which is what I wanted. The pictures I showed you, I think, were from the mass drop group buy, which had a different bottom row option that this one doesn't work with. So yeah, it's just one of those things. Cool. Okay. Yeah, the laser boost packaging is spot on. Yeah, guys, use laser boost. Absolutely use laser boost because they're freaking amazing. This is copper plate. It's absolutely stunning, and you know I love it to bits. So yeah, use laser boost. Right then, folks, I'm going to close down the stream there. Thank you very much for watching. I do really appreciate your time, and thank you for your support again. Cheers, guys. Have a good night. Catch you all later.